Hey ladies and gentlemen, before we start,
W.
for fathers, because there's so many, no, so little channels that talk positive about fathers as if that's not needed, you know, kick the father out of the house, the government will support you. And now even the mothers, hey, just go find a job, leave the kids, somebody will take care, we will create things. And I'm like, okay, you can do that. But I'm seeing a lot of kids suffering from anxiety, which I really hate. I never like that feeling how a kid feels lost as if they need to defend. They cannot depend on mama and papa anymore like back in the day. I think that's unfair. And some people's gonna be, yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's no worries. I'm like, okay. I also heard a lot of people, hey, I beat my kid and it's okay in the future, right? So how do you want to handle this? Well, look, all I'm saying is kids need to be able to not suffer from anxiety. That is something that I noticed that a kid knows that I can't depend on my father, you're gonna leave me, and oh my god. And you need to give the kid, see,
Hay algo de este papel de los superhéroes en mi habitación de atrás.
¿y qué pasó con eso?
Pero quiero escribir porque es que la mamá no puede ver nada de superhéroes y es que hay un desastre.
Es un desastre. ¿Y qué necesitas mío?
Pedir.
¿Tengo que ir contigo? Okay, one moment. Yeah, man, it's amazing. So my 4-year-old was just asking me to print Carnage and Venom because he wanted to paint. And I just like to invest in the kid. And I'm actually a very harsh father. I push him every day to do better, but show him that whenever something is hard, I replicate it. I do the same thing. So he's like, oh, if you can do it, I want to try to do it. I don't push him to do something I can't do. By example, my son actually one time fell, he broke a tooth, like really bad, and he was like, oh no, it broke. I said, don't worry, Papa's eye is also broken, so we'll do the same. And he started laughing. You need to play the game. It's way easier than you think. Only thing is the first 2 years it can kinda get a little boring. You kinda disagree with your partner sometimes, and if you don't have that balance, I know it's kinda hard. But there is a certain beauty of supporting your kid for a better future. So look at the thing that I'm going to show you right now. This is a 4chan post that I saw which was kinda interesting. I didn't expect it to be so... It's just a beautiful win, you know, you'll see. By 19-year-old, I was kinda suicidal, depressed, need. Live with parents, unmarried, sister gets pregnant because of her boyfriend, doesn't want to be with the kid, doesn't want the kid, but she doesn't want to abort either. Kid is born, beautiful boy. She abandons him at parents' home to pursue a dead-end acting career. Okay. Parents and I basically take care of him. I've seen that happen before. Love him like my own son. The brother. Okay. He calls me Papa. That will grow on you. Soon grows up fine. I get a warehouse job to have more money to make him happier. That's what fathers do. There's a certain, it's not that you're gonna buy him everything he wants, but if you're consistent with your happiness and your no is consistent once in a while, as if you're not always disagreeing with the kid, but you no, but then consistent, he will find a certain balance how he can depends on your papa's no. He will respect your no's more, and it's beautiful, man. Starts jogging in the morning to have enough stamina to play with him. Good. Son is great at academic, gets A's, starts getting along better with my own parents since we are taking care of the son together. Beautiful. Work harder, get promoted, more money to buy son toys, and then they're cheaper now. If you buy them toys like plastic toys and you spend time with them instead of an iPad, make them totally disconnect and they cannot actually experience life, and if they randomly experience, they get anxiety attacks, that's an issue right now. All these plastic toys, they're so cheap. They're so cheap. I just buy humongous amount of Lego for my kids and they're always cram, cram, cram. Guys, it's way easier than you think. Trust me, man. Experience firsthand what raising a child is like. Love him. Now I'm 36 old with a managerial job at a shipping company. Son has gone to the university. Good. His parents and him are very lonely with nothing to do all day. Wait for the son's call in the back of our heads all the time, which is kinda cute, which also kinda sad, but it is what it is. You're just gonna have to find a way to entertain your life. But remember, this guy was depressed before he had the kid. So it's not going to supposedly happen to you, but you understand my point of the story. Sister is still struggling with her acting career. Son calls her auntie. That happens a lot these days. They're like, you know what, somebody replaced me, so I'm just gonna be there. They're taking care. I can do my own thing because it's my choice. I'm like, okay, man. It's really weird these days. I don't know why they want to normalize that, but hey, I can decide it for them. And that's not the point of the story. Sons is coming for Christmas. Can't decide what to do to celebrate his first year at college. Almost know for certain that if Son hadn't been born, I would probably jump off a building to end my pathetic life. Any other parents here? So the point of the story is just that it's a very beautiful thing that can remove specific depression. If you invest in a kid and you're consistent with your kid, the chances that he doesn't like you or appreciate you is very low. And the more you release the kid, the more you want them back because you want to see how did you bloom, how did you act, especially if you're in contact with the kid. Amen. There's something that's so beautiful that kids that have a family that do that always hear that everybody's like, hey, why are your parents doing? Why do you keep calling? They're actually jealous because they don't have somebody that calls them, hey, don't go drink, don't do drugs or whatever. They're like, I'm free, free, free. But then they also know, like, if I just randomly die now, nobody actually really cares about me. Because even if they party and they have a good time, they're gonna see kids disappear or have bad experience. And that affects a kid. And the fact that this guy was depressed, this cured him. Imagine if you start well with your own family and your own kids. Look, man, it's a great opportunity to have a life with purpose. All I'm saying is focus on that. If you do it correctly, it's one of the most beautiful things in life. That's all I wanted to say. Look at this dude. He's a gangster. Life is amazing, bruh.